Hello everybody. Now what I've got for you today is the AR500 coated curved backplate from Scorpius Tactical. We're going to shoot this, and we already know that AR500 is the king at stopping rounds. We're going to look at the protection that the frag coating gives, and I've also built this rig with a fake set of ribs behind it, fake set of wooden ribs, to see what the impact does to the body. Now I've put this basic bath towel behind it, a couple layers of it to simulate the body, clothing, and your plate carrier to give the ribs a little bit of padding. And today we're going to shoot it with the 9mm. We're going to shoot it with a 7.62 by 39 and 7.62 by 54R. So let's see what this does. So we're going to start off today with the 9mm 115 grain out of a Glock 19. As you can see, 3 shots at defensive range, all center massed, using the sticker. Sorry about that, Scorpius. Using the sticker as my center point. And it doesn't look like there's any fragmenting in the towel. The towel didn't catch anything. There's no damage on my plastic clamps here. And so let's look behind it and see what, see if they went through, see if there's any damage. Now, as suspected, AR500 being what it is, there's no penetration. None of these ribs are cracked. And I'd say that was a successful test. And if you were wearing this plate in the heat of battle or in a defensive situation, I would say you're probably all right. You're probably not happy, but you're probably okay and you're still in the fight. Okay, and next, from a little bit farther back, we're going to shoot it with this AK variant, GP 1975, with standard Wolf hollow point 7.62 by 39. Now this coating really is amazing. I mean, you can they're just pinholes there. But again, center massed, and again, no fragmenting, nothing, the towel didn't catch anything, no damage to my plastic clamps. So let's see what the backside looks like. So, again, AR500 being what it is, especially level 3 like this is, no penetration as expected, but what I'm finding interesting is that there's no cracked ribs either. Now, this stuff, these pieces of wood are actually relatively brittle. So the fact that there's no cracked ribs yet is pretty surprising, especially with the AK round. But so far so good, no penetration, no cracked ribs, seems to have stopped everything. You're probably still in the fight. Now for the final test, and so far the plate has done really well. It doesn't seem to be much body damage, and maybe a little bit of bruising, of course, with the impact. But next we're going to shoot it. We reach back a little bit farther, and we're going to shoot it with the 9130 Mosin gun, and of course the 7.62 by 54R. I'll tell you what, this coating never seems to stop, it never stops amazing me. Now we do have a little bit of lead here, or jacketing, I'm sorry. I don't know, I'm assuming this is from the 54R. But again, there is some spalling that came out the sides, as you can see here. But I don't know that it's enough to do any real damage. It didn't It didn't penetrate the towel and go into the wood over here. But again, almost no damage to the front of it. And I mean, I can feel some bumps here where it has encapsulated some of the fragments. But let's look at the back. Oh, we have here, we still don't have any penetration as expected with the AR500, since it is rated multiple shots at 308. The level 3, I'm sorry. But I still don't see any cracked ribs. So what I want to do is I want to take this apart, inspect the front side, and inspect the back of the plate. Now I've got this taken apart, and no penetration. As you can see, no cracked ribs. Oh, there is a little crack right down here. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'll get a little bit closer up for you. There's a crack right there. But other than that, now we have seen one cracked rib now. But other than that, no visible damage. I'm sure there's a lot of bruising. I'm sure there's a lot of pain, but I don't believe you're out of the fight yet. Now let's look at the plate here. Like I said, no visible damage. Now with all this punishment, the coating has split, which it does do. I don't know if you can see this right here, but there's a lump right there, and that's really the only lump I feel. So nothing penetrated this, and the coating is still intact even though it's split. So I would say that I give this AR500 plate level 3 with the frag coating from Scorpius Tactical an A+. Now with all that testing done, what do you say we really abuse it? Put 3 shots with the 9mm, 3 shots with the 7.62 by 39, and 3 shots with the 7.62 by 54 hour out of the Mosin. Let's do a mag dump and see how it holds up. And this is at relatively close range. Not quite the mag dump I was hoping for. My rig gave out a little bit, but it still stopped the rounds. I'll put it on the ground and unload the rest. So as you can see, it performed just as you would think from AR500 plate. Nothing penetrated, but the leg of my rig here is an important note as of how important this coating is, because all that damage could be you, and this coating, when I was testing it up top, stopped that. So there you go. Scorpius Tactical AR500 level 3 plate.